Let's go. All right. Another good day. 320 for three. Yeah, huge PR. Every 5 pound PR is a huge PR. Like celebrate your 5 pound PRs. I mean, every 5 pound increase that I make over time, I'm just as excited about. So yeah, a good day. Very solid. I did actually get a new bar, but the new bar is also bent. It's not new. It's from somebody on Facebook. It was only $45. Should have known that it was probably going to have a little bend in it. It's slightly better though, but it's still. I'll show you. So it's like I actually measured the distance between these is not the same. So it's the same with the other bar. The other one's more exaggerated, and the other one has more of a bend. This one has a little less of a bend, so a little bit better. But I obviously that right side tilt is not entirely due to the bar, because now we have a better bar. So, but either way, 320, very solid. Yeah, I mean, I think we're on track for. I'll probably wait until it's. I don't know. I say this now, but we'll have to see. But I'm thinking maybe I'll just chip away with sets of 6, sets of 3, and build my way up, and then just knock out 365 when the time comes, as opposed to doing a lot of heavy singles. But I say that now. Then some days you're feeling really good, and it's like, oh, 320 for 3, 350, kind of tempting to go for it. I'm going to do my best though, because safety first, and you're a lot safer with a set of 3 or a set of 6 than a set of 1. So let's. I should hydrate first, but then we'll check the weight and I'll show you the workout. All right, time to see. Food moderately decent today, but I wouldn't say an extremely optimal bulking day. Oh, okay. All right, we'll take it. All right, let me show you the workout. Hold on just a second. Bulk day 55. Obviously, we did the 320 for 3. Now we're doing 280 for 6 or more. Then we're going to do 2 sets in the incline. Probably a burnout set of flies, and then some triceps and possibly calf raises too. We shall see. I'm pretty sure if I knock out anything more than 7. Oh no, because I did 285 for 8. So I'd have to do 9 with this to be new territory. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's negativity talking. We'll see. Mainly, I just want to keep things even. I don't want too much of a tilt going on. Because, yeah, we did 285 for 8, so pretty much we need 9 to break new territory. I just want to make sure I get more than 6. All right. Cave we fear to enter. Hasn't failed me yet. Gotta get those scapulas. I felt solid. Ooh-wee. Gotta get more orange juice going. I like orange juice during my workout. Sugar. Doesn't have any weird chemicals. And I mix it with coconut water, which is supposedly some kind of special hydration. Electrolytes, potassium probably. Then I have a little salt. Good to go. Yeah, this bar is offset. Look at my hand positioning. I basically went ring finger on the non-knurling part, and then on this side I went pinky finger, and that felt spot on even. So maybe that's the move. All right, last set, and then we'll go flies. And then, yeah, we should have time for the tricep press and then the calves also. So solid bench day. It was not too long ago when we just hit 315 for one. I don't know how long ago that was. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we're definitely on the verge of 315 for four. I just felt like 320 for three was more doable. You know, and maybe in a couple weeks, knock out 335 for a double, something like that, or just stay around the 315 range, because I do feel like I need to hit 315 for six, and that sets me up pretty well to do 365. At least that's how I envision it, because right now my max is 315 for three, paired with a max of 345. So I feel like if I can add 3 reps, 365 is doable. But we'll see. It's all a journey. I'm going to do the same thing here because see my grip? I know it sounds weird, but I think sometimes they just don't get these knurling things perfectly even. So maybe that's what we got going on here, because that felt super even last time, and in the video looked more even. It actually felt super easy and super even. So this bar has much less bend than the other one. So, I mean, all bars probably have a slight bit of bend, but the other one was getting more of a bend. So I think we'll be better off with this one. And then maybe I'll sell that bar and just say, you know, bent, don't use for something like bench press. It's probably fine for squats. All right, so we're gonna go 30s on the flies. Hold, please. All right, so I'm gonna do a triple drop set here. I know it sounds exciting, but it's not really. Basically, it's just the top weight, get as many as I can. Then I'll drop to just the 45, get as many as I can. Rest, same weight, get as many as I can, and then we'll do some calf raises. But I would say moderately happy with the new gym bar. I was looking at the Bells of Steel, which I've used. I used at the gym over vacation and felt really solid. The problem, if your bar has a little bit of a bend, that's exaggerated, but your range of motion is increased, which is good. But you can't bench like this because it'll roll in your hand, so it always has to be really solid. So I'd rather just have a bar with no bends at all, so that I'm using the range of motion I want. I don't really want to increase the range of motion anymore on bench. I feel like my range of motion is pretty good, especially with a pause. So that's the benefit. And also just the weird spacing thing of the knurling. That's super annoying that the cheaper bars are like that. Like, it's not that hard to get right. Any rate. Anybody see that new Alien movie? I hope it's good because I like Alien movies. I think we get 3 more before we drop the weight. Okay. All right. Whew. All right, so we'll wait 30 seconds. Only another 13 days, then we get to deadlift again. I'm glad I'm doing it though. The YouTube views have gone down drastically since I started the deload, which it's all good. I mean, I feel like for the core audience of people who've been following for a long time and supporting the channel, you know, like this is really for those people and maybe anybody that's not or has never considered taking a deload. You know, it's like it'll help. And you know, I've gotten a lot of good messages from other people saying like, good, finally it's time. So that was very encouraging. You know, you gotta give the body a break, and you can't justify continuing on forward saying everything's feeling good when you're in your 20s and 30s, because more than likely everything will feel good until you're potentially until your 40s or 50s, even if you're just hammering things, you know, because you're just going to be able to recover. But then you might potentially run into issues later. Again, though, I think most of the health issues in America are due to inactivity, probably. I don't feel like that's an unfair statement. I mean, what's your opinion on that? Or there's more issues due to inactivity than there are to overactive people, or from overactive people. I know everybody will always point to the random like runner who has a heart attack in their 50s, but I don't know what the numbers are for exactly for overweight and obesity, but it's significant compared to the number of people that are working out too much. I'm sure, it's not even comparable. So, but you know, think of the deload as, if I do this, I'm going to end up being stronger from it. Like, that's how I think of it. I don't think of it as, oh, I'm losing, you know, months of progress. I mean, yes, there'll be like an initial drop, which is fine. But that's just how it goes when you're trying to push to new limits. So hold on a second. Get those calf raises. Just gotta flip you around here. Don't get dizzy. Putting you over here. I got the handy dandy tilt. All right. And we're gonna go single leg, body weight, and then decompress. And that's it. It was a good day today. Also slept a ridiculous amount last night. Right on the dot, 11 hours. Not straight through, obviously, but still, in total, that was the period of time I was resting, which is almost double the amount I normally get. I usually get a good 6.5. And I lost count, talking about all those numbers. Say that's 25-ish. So sleeping that much, once or twice I've been able to do that before a big lift, and I pretty much always hit whatever I'm going for. Maybe I can start a GoFundMe for the Bells of Steel bar. I don't think that would go over very well on YouTube because, well, I also feel very blessed and or lucky, whatever the term. I wouldn't say lucky though. I just devote extra resources to gym equipment. I mean, it's just a prioritization thing. I mean, a lot of people spend money on going out to dinner multiple times a week or nice cars. I did that for a little bit, but then we sold off the nice cars. Fortunately with cars, I don't know, the minute you buy one, like I did have two, I would say decently cool cars. One had a turbocharger, one had a supercharger, one was all-wheel drive, one was rear-wheel drive. But they just break. I mean, they're a lot of fun, but you know, you're not going to have a car that has 500 horsepower and just chug along slowly. I mean, it's inviting trouble, in my opinion, when, you know, you have something that fast, but super cool. But anyway, you know, I can lift to maximum potential, you know, and enjoy myself in a relatively safe manner. You can't have a 500 horsepower car and use it to its full potential. You know, you're going to be outside the legal limits there. So cars had to go. But anyway, just saying, like, if you really want to get a setup like this, you know, and you put in the time, you know, and you save the money, it's totally doable. I didn't buy all this stuff at once. The shed was the biggest expense. But even that, it was like a 0% loan. So there's ways to do it if you want to set up a home gym. I'm a huge fan of it. Strongest I've ever been. Able to work out the most I've ever been able to in my life. Never been able to do 7 days a week before. With little man, it would be impossible to get to the gym 7 days a week. I'd probably be doing 2 to 3 times a week. So, you know, it was just a priority to me. I was like, I got to find a way to make this happen. And actually, it started at the beginning of the lockdowns, the COVID. You know, when everything closed. Thankfully, a week before, I just heard a couple of rumors, and I was like, let me just get a bar and some plates and some stands just in case. And it was basically just perfect timing. But then I was like, I kind of like this home gym thing, and then I didn't go back when everything opened up again. Get one more set here. Calves are feeling good. I have not measured them again to see if they've grown, but I mean, they definitely look a little bit more solid. The right one's looking a little more solid than the left. So yeah, not trying to preach there. I'm just saying, I'm not spending a ton of money on other stuff. Like I'm focusing in on getting good gear and good equipment, and with the help, you know, of family, log press, the nice bench. You know, it's a focus for me. Going out to eat, cars, things of that nature, not so much. I mean, me and the little guy, we got a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for $6 today. You know, that's usually the extent of the going out to eat. If you're trying to, if you made it this far in the video, you're a champion. Thank you. If you're trying to budget, a good trick we learned, we're not that good at it yet, but like with food out, we take $100, put it in the envelope, and that's it for the month. You know, boils down to about $22 per week. And then when the money runs out, like I think for this month we've got like $40 left. So we're on track. We're on track for this month. But there's no shot you can go out to dinner twice a week. You know what I mean? So forces you to save a little better. Plus, you feel when you hand the cash over a little more than the card. The card, you know, you get points and all that, but a little harder to keep track of how much you're spending. Or it's a little easier to spend more because you don't really feel it when you take the card out of your wallet, like taking the money out of your wallet. I know this isn't a financial advice channel, just sharing what has worked for us. Also, if you're trying to get gym equipment, look on Facebook Marketplace. People are not that great at posting cover photos. I got 4 sets of dumbbells, 300 pounds, 2 barbells, and a set of adjustable dumbbells, all for $150, just because the person who posted the photo just wanted to get rid of it, and they just put up a crappy photo, and it just showed like a bench, and most people don't want to buy like the big fixed bench. I didn't even buy that from them, but in the back you could see like the 4 sets of dumbbells, the adjustable, you know, a bunch of other stuff. And so I just messaged and said, hey, are you trying to get rid of, like, I listed out all the stuff, and I said, is this the actual price you want for it? He was like, yeah, I don't care about getting like full price. I'm just trying to move it. You know, so I've gotten a couple things like that. One person was just trying to get rid of all their plates, and I just said, hey, you know, I can give you what you're asking for just the plates. They had a bench too. I think they were trying to sell the bench for more. I just said, I'll take the plates. So, you know, put in some time. Like, most of the stuff in here is used, aside from the specialty equipment stuff. Same thing with the deadlift bar. The deadlift bar, that was kind of an annoying situation. I definitely try and meet people out somewhere at Facebook Marketplace, or, you know, go to their house instead of having them come to your house, because people always, like, one person showed up an hour early and then claimed they didn't have change. It was just not a great situation. So yeah, in that message there, if you want to do it, you can do it. You know, you'll find a way. So that's just something I've been putting in time for like 4.5 years now, adding and you know, improving things here. So it doesn't happen immediately, but if you set your mind to it, just like with fitness, you'll get there eventually. So yeah, that's it. Appreciate you sticking with the video here. You're awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Hopefully this video does well. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're not already, drop a comment. Helps the algorithm. Everybody who commented in the last couple of videos, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day, and hope you're able to knock out some PRs as well. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for back and biceps and more calves, obviously. Last thumbnail wasn't that good. Oh, here, you know. I don't want everyone thinking I'm shrinking.